Hey, welcome back to Farouk Academy for a brand new episode. Today we're going to create a custom tab bar just like this one, okay? Very cool stuff as you can see, okay? In SwiftUI, it's super easy to embed your app's views into a tab bar using a tab view. However, we are limited to the standard tab bar design that Apple provides us with, okay? But the in-house tab bar can get boring and sometimes doesn't offer the functionality we need for our own apps. In this tutorial, we will learn how to create our own custom and fully customizable tab bar, okay? By the way, we won't use a UI tab bar controller for this, but implement the navigation logic only with SwiftUI and from scratch, okay? Let's get started. Fire up Xcode, okay, and create a new Xcode project, okay? Here you're going to select the app model, this one, okay, under application, as you can see, okay? We can begin preparing our custom tab bar. Okay, so here you are going to give it a name, so I'm going to call it my custom tab bar en, okay? And for the other options, you can let them as they are, okay? So make sure to choose SwiftUI as the interface and SwiftUI app for the life cycle, okay? Then save the project on your Mac, and we can now begin preparing our custom tab bar, okay? So for the purpose of this tutorial, we will use the default content view.swift file, okay? We will need 3 different colors for our tab bar. Let's put them in our assets.xc assets folder right now, okay? So don't worry, I will let you download the finished project, okay? And then you will be able to copy paste these 3 colors, okay? So for our app, we need 1 color for the big plus icon of the tab bar, as you can see here, okay? 1 for the background of the tab bar, and 1 for the selected tab per icon, okay? Each one with respect to dark and light mode, okay, as you can see here. So by using our tab bar, we will later be able to jump between 2 different views, a home view and a settings view, okay? So by default, we want to present the home view. This view should simply consist of a text view reading home, okay? For this, we can replace the string in the default hello world text view. We also remove the padding modifier, okay? So here you can simply write home, okay, and delete this line, okay, remove this line. Here I'm going to press on resume. Okay, perfect. So now we want to place the tab bar at the bottom of the content view. Therefore, we have to wrap our text view into a Zstack, okay? To make sure that the text is always centered, we add 2 spacer views, okay? So here you're going to press on command, then click on the text, and here embed in Zstack, okay, just like that, and put 2 spacer around it, okay, just like that. So we almost finished preparing our content view. Finally, we want to have the capability to know the width and height of the content view depending on the particular device the app runs on, okay? So we need to know this to adjust the size of the tab bar dynamically. For this purpose, we wrap our Zstack into a geometry reader. So here you can write geometry reader, okay, this one, open curly brackets. Here you can write geometry in, okay, and cut and paste the VStack into it. Okay, so the geometry reader reads out its parent view's size dimensions. In our case, that should be the content view as the overall super view, the one that covers the entire screen, okay? But don't worry if the text view is not centered anymore after embedding the VStack into the geometry reader. We will fix this in a moment, okay? We just finished our preparations. Now it's time to actually design our custom tab bar, okay? So our custom tab bar should contain 5 different icons arranged horizontally. Therefore, we insert an Xstack into our VStack below the last spacer view. So here, Xstack, okay, open curly brackets. Next, we can set our Xstack to be always 1/8 of the content view's height. We also add a white background with a smooth shadow effect to it. Okay, so here, frame, okay, width will be geometry dot size dot width, okay, and height will be geometry dot size dot height, okay, divided by 8. And here, background color, okay, tab bar background, okay. So actually this color is one of these 3, okay, it's this one. Then you can write here shadow radius value will be 2, just like that, okay. So each tab bar icon should consist of an image view and a text, as you can see here, an image view and a text, okay. So the icon for the image view is taken from the SF symbols catalog, okay. For the first icon we use the home kit symbol, okay. VStack, okay, open curly brackets, image, system name will be home kit, okay, then resizable, okay, then aspect ratio will be fit, okay, then here, since we have 5 icons, we want every one to be 1/5 of the content views width. Here you can write frame, okay, open parentheses, width will be geometry dot size dot width divided by 5, and height will be geometry dot size dot height divided by 28, okay, and then give it some padding, okay, top, and here 10, just like that, okay. Then add the text, just like that. Okay, so your preview should now look like mine, okay? So to make it reusable, we're going to outsource by command click on the VStack and select extract subview. So here, press command, okay, and select extract subview, just like that, okay? And we're going to call the subview tab bar icon, tab bar icon. Okay, press enter. So we need to derive the width, the height, the symbol name, and the tab name of each tab bar icon from the content view that hosts the particular tab bar icon instance. Okay, so let's add these properties to the tab bar icon view and replace the fixed values. Okay, so here you can add two variables. First one is let width height to be type of CG float. Okay, and here let system icon name and tab name to be type of string. Okay, cool. So here you're going to change it by system icon name. Okay, here you're going to change it by width, and here by height. Okay, you can delete this comment. Here is gonna be tab name. Okay, just like that. So next we need to pass those values to the initialized tab bar icon inside our content views at Zstack. So here it's like that. Okay, so the first one will be geometry dot size dot width divided by 5. Here geometry dot size dot height divided by 28. Here the system icon name will be HomeKit, and here it's gonna be home. Okay, cool. So let's add 4 more tab bar icons to our content view. So I'm going to simply copy paste this line 4 times. Okay, it's like that, and simply change the names here. Okay, so this one it's heart, liked. Okay, here is going to be plus. Okay, then you can press on resume. Okay, so our tab bar, as said before, slowly takes shape. However, it is slightly away from the bottom edge depending on the device the app runs on. Okay, this is because by default a SwiftUI views content stays inside the so-called safe area. Okay, this prevents our tab bar from reaching the lower edge of our screen, but we can explicitly tell our SwiftUI view to exceed the safe area's lower boundary by adding the following modifier to the overall Zstack. Here you can write edges ignoring safe area and put bottom as value. Okay, finally we increase the spacing between our tab bar icons by adding some negative horizontal padding to each one. So here padding, okay, dot horizontal, and here -4, just like that. Okay, so now your preview should look like this one. Okay, next we want to replace the plus tab bar icon with a slightly shifted plus button. We create this by inserting a Z-stack between the two icons. The first view inside this Z-stack should simply be a white circle. Okay, so here Z-stack, okay, open curly brackets, circle, okay, foreground color will be white, here frame will be width geometry dot size dot width divided by 7, okay, and height will be geometry dot size dot width divided by 7 as well, okay, and here shadow with the value of 4. Okay, you can delete this one. Okay, so on top of this circle we stack our actual plus icon. So here image will be system name plus dot circle dot fill, okay, resizable, aspect ratio will be fit, the frame will be geometry dot size dot width divided by 7 minus 6, okay, and height will be geometry dot size dot height divided by 7 minus 6 as well, okay, and lastly foreground color, okay, color dark gray, okay. So to ensure that the whole plus tab bar icon is placed slightly above the tab view, we apply the offset modifier to our Zstack. Our Zstack should be shifted upwards by half the height of the tab bar. Since our tab view is 1/8 as high as the screen, we write here offset, okay, minus geometry dot size dot height divided by 8 divided by 2. Cool. So awesome, we finished designing our own custom bar icon. It's simple as that. Your preview should now look like mine, okay? So now it's time to write the code for the navigation logic. To be able to switch back and forth between the different views, we need a manager that tells our content view which view it should display, okay? So for this purpose, we create a new file, okay? We create a new file and select Swift files. So you can press Command N on your keyboard, okay? And here you can select Swift file, okay? Cool. So we call this file ViewRouter, just like that, okay? So next we import the SwiftUI framework, okay? And create a class named ViewRouter that conforms to the observable object protocol. So here class ViewRouter, okay, observable object. Make sure to select this one, okay, observable object, and not that one, okay. Cool. So the user should be able to switch between 4 tabs. To represent those tabs in our ViewRouter, we prepare a corresponding enumeration which we place right below our ViewRouter class, okay. So here enum page, case home, case light, case records, and case user, okay. So within our ViewRouter, we need a variable to keep the observing views updated about which page should currently be displayed, okay. Thus we declare a variable current page. By default we want to display the home tab, okay. So here you can write published, okay, var current page. Simple as that. Okay, so with the published property wrapper, we notify all observing views to update themselves whenever the page assigned to the current view variable changes. That's it. We can now use a ViewRouter as a state object within our content view. So here you can write state object var ViewRouter. We type of ViewRouter. Oh, sorry. So here, actually it's a capital V, just like that. Okay. And here simply add the missing argument for this parameter. So it's gonna be ViewRouter, just like that. Okay. So we create the actual ViewRouter instance in our app structure and pass it to the observing content view like this. So here, state object for ViewRouter, okay, equal to ViewRouter, and here you can write ViewRouter. Okay, so depending on the ViewRouter's current view variable, we want to show an appropriate text view as a placeholder. Therefore, we replace our current text view within the two spacers here, this one, with the following switch statement. So here we can rather write switch ViewRouter dot current page, open curly brackets, so case home, okay, then text home liked, okay, then liked, okay, the codes, and finally just like that. Okay, cool. So to be able to switch between the different tabs, we need to access the ViewRouter from each tab bar icon. To know which page is assigned to the particular tab bar icon instance, we also add a property to our tab bar icon structure. Okay, so here we can write okay, so now we need to update the tab bar icon initialization in our content view. Okay, so here actually you have to add ViewRouter, okay, with this value and assigned page with dot home, just like that. Okay, and actually I'm going to copy paste this portion and paste it everywhere, okay, and then simply change the value. Okay, here it's like that. Perfect. So we can enable the user to navigate between the different tabs by adding a tab gesture to the VStack in the tab bar icon view structure that assigns the ViewRouter's current view variable to the assigned page. Okay, so here on tab gesture, okay, and here ViewRouter.current page is equal to assigned page. So the published property wrappers functionality causes our observing content view to rebuild itself with eventually showing us the corresponding text view. Howsome, we're now able to jump between the different tab bar icons by tapping on them. Okay, so press resume. Okay, then press the play button. So here, as you can see, it works perfectly. Cool. So to indicate to the user which view is currently shown, we can conditionally highlight the corresponding tab bar icon. For example, when our home view is currently being shown, we want the corresponding tab bar icon with its image and text view to be darkened, okay? Otherwise, we want it to be gray and vice versa for dark mode. We can achieve this by adding the following modifier to it. Foreground color view router, okay, dot current page is equal to assigned page. If yes, then color will be tab bar highlight, okay, otherwise it will be gray. It's like that. So as you can see here, the pressed button is darkened, whereas the other ones are gray. Cool. So howsome, our tab bar now indicates which view is currently being shown. So finally, we want to display a cool pop-up menu when the user taps the plus sign icon. For keeping track of whether the menu should be displayed, we add a corresponding state property to our content view, okay, right below our view router state object. So here, state, okay, var show pop up is equal to false at the beginning. So when this state is true, we want to display the menu on top of our tab bar. We will offset its position in a moment. Therefore, we wrap our Zstack into a Zstack. Okay, so here, press Command and select Embed in Zstack, just like that. Okay, cool. For the menu itself, you can add the following structure right below your content views. So here you can quickly write with me structure, okay, plus menu to be type of view, okay, open curly brackets. Here you can write let width and height to be type of CD float, okay, then var body some view open curly brackets add stack with a spacing of 50, okay, open curly brackets. Here Zstack open curly brackets circle, okay, foreground color will be color dark red, okay, frame will be width and height will be width and height as well. Okay, then image, system name, record.circle. Okay, resizable, aspect ratio will be fit, padding will be 15, frame will be okay, height will be width and height. Okay, here foreground color will be white. Okay, here another Zstack. Actually, you can simply copy paste that, write it here. Here you're going to change it by folder. Okay, depending on the show pop-up state, we can now initialize the plus menu on top of our tab bar. Okay, so here if show pop-up plus menu, okay, this one, geometry dot size dot width divided by 7. It's like that. Okay, we position the plus menu above our tab bar by using the offset modifier again. Okay, so here minus geometry dot size dot height divided by 6. It's like that. Okay, we want to toggle the state by tapping on the plus icon. For this purpose, we apply a tab gesture to the Zstack containing the circle and image view. Okay, okay, here show popup.toggle. Okay, when we now tap on the plus icon of our tab bar, the floating menu gets displayed. Okay, we can animate this by wrapping the toggle statement into a with animation clause. Okay, so here with animation. Okay, and simply cut that and put it here. Okay, to replace the default fade animation with a catchier one, we can add the transition modifier to our plus menus view while choosing the scale option. So here, transition just like that. So while running a live preview, tap the plus icon again to see how it looks. So I think it's better to run the app on a regular simulator because we can't see the animation correctly on the live preview. Okay, okay, cool. So additionally, we want to rotate our plus icon when tapping on it. To do this, add the following modifier to the image view inside the corresponding Zstack. So here, yes, this one, rotation effect, angle, okay, this one, show pop-up 90, otherwise 0. Cool. So depending on whether the plus menu is being shown, this modifier rotates the plus icon by 90 degrees. Okay, so now our whole plus menu animation should now look like Perfect. Awesome, we have finished creating our own custom tab bar in SwiftUI. We have learned how to design a tab bar's UI, how to implement a proper navigation logic, and how to animate a cool pop-up menu. So with this knowledge, you should be able to create your own custom tab bar now. Okay? So that's all for today's, guys. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. It was a very nice, very good subject. So give it a thumbs up and don't hesitate to share this lesson with your friends, with people who want to learn the iOS programming with SwiftUI. Okay, so take care of yourself and I'll see you in the next lesson, guys. Bye bye.